Oh my god. Desktop audio, headset, earphone. Also gonna turn up volume today. For those who just tuned into the stream, welcome to the 2020 or to the season 3 Hankook E-Prix or Hankook Oregon E-Prix from Portland International Raceway. I'm Nick the Rabbit. I'm the owner of the ERT and today's broadcaster. On pole today with the 5 bonus points is Court. Alongside him from Bulgaria is Bandit. He is looking for his first win, although he is coming extremely close. Drivers, are we ready to go? Winner of the race today will win a wood carved trophy from local lumberjacks here in Oregon. Matthew and Bree are not ready. Court is still changing his little brother. He's changing a diaper. Wait, Court just said he has to go AFK. Okay, so he'll still get the 5 bonus points, but, so, don't, shit, guys, really? I'm gonna drive Court to the pit here. So he can just merge whenever he comes back onto the track. So Bandit, technically, your pole sitter. Yeah, I want that inside row to move, or that outside row to move up. So 101, I want you right here. 48, I want you there. Okay, thank you. We got 7 drivers today, not as much as we normally get, but still a decent amount of drivers. It was definitely more than we got last season. Okay, are we ready to go? Everybody ready? Jub's ready. By the way, a rookie driving a Red Bull car. One of the only Angelic Motorsports drivers to have their scheme ready. Bree is still not ready. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? We're waiting on you. So while we're waiting on Priscilla, So while we're still waiting on Priscilla, we need to kind of glaze a scheme today. Roadkill, one of the rookies coming out of Great Britain. He is driving a Red Bull car because he is a Max Verstappen glazer. I'm just joking. But, yeah. You're Jamaican, but you said you were from Britain. What? Or was that somebody else? Was that your teammate that said he was from England? Or, sorry, the United Kingdom? Well then, fuck. Well, I need to change... Oh, okay, I see. Okay, Bree, are you ready to go yet? Please, for the love of Christ, we're waiting on you. I want to get this race done. We're not doing 10 laps today. We're doing 33 laps today. Probably will be a very short race, assuming we stay green. Varia's ready. Okay, Matthew, can someone tell Matthew to try to, like, rejoin the stage? Actually, no, tell Matthew to check and see if he has the right, Matthew, make sure your audio output on Discord is with your headset. And it fucking tagged. Okay. Well, tell him... I don't know. Yeah, that's great. Is your audio with the headset on Discord? On the app. Yeah, just try to put the speaker... Oh, God, that's not going to be good. Okay, we're just going to have to chat then. Bree, get off your car, please. We need to just start. I'll just type out if you do something wrong. Okay, are we ready to go? Are you ready, kids? If you say chicken jockey one more fucking time, I swear to God, I'm going to fucking fling you right now. Okay. I've just been so sick of hearing that all day. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We are ready to go for the Hankook Oregon E-Prix, and Court is ready to go. He'll technically be starting last, so have a pretty bad start there. But coming into the corner, Varya won at Phoenix last week, and now here comes the first big test of the day. 75 launches it down the inside. Bandit trying to get something going there. And that was about as dangerous as a Balkan riot, and he gets through, and we got crashes in the back. 2-car accident there. Remember, a 2-car accident is not going to be enough to bring out a yellow today. Yotre in the lead, struggled a little bit during practice. He's also got some radio issues today, as Varya, driving the Gatorade car, is going to take the lead away. And we got a spin. Roadkill just got dumped by the 39. A verbal warning to Court there, although he does apologize. Should see a little bit of side-by-side racing. And now here comes the worst corner for these drivers. That last corner, that is a CC wall there. I guess he still survives. 101 should probably give that position back to the 75, though, because he did have 4 tires in the grass there. Yeah, quit. I know it's a little bit difficult to control the cars, guys, but please do not use the grass if you can help it. I'd also like to thank Varya for being a driver official today, helping me out, and she probably has the best view because she is actually out on the racetrack. And speaking of which, she just lost 2 positions, and something's wrong in the corner. Varya might want to give that position up to the 87. And don't brake check him, for the love of Christ. Thank you. Jesus Christ, we got contact. We got contact. Bandit just got screwed. Yotre ran right into him there. Not going to warn him. That was just a little bit of racing contact. No draft in these cars, unfortunately. I apologize to the drivers for that. 75 into the grass. He got a little loose. Get the position back. Varya give the position back to the 87 as well. Jesus Christ. Trouble in the corner there. Oh, yeah. No, Jubb, you did nothing wrong there. Oh, the 87 gets hooked into the wall. This is not good. So we've survived 2 laps. Jubb, get it out of the grass. Just try and stay on the pavement if you can help it. Mackenzie Designs is joined. He's not a driver, though, so. Varya side by side with Matthew in the corner. Court also just lost a little bit of his rear end coming out of the corner there. The drivers were starting to... Okay, Varya, we'll watch it on the corners. Oh, we got some side by side toward the back. Priscilla and Alex, we got problems in Sector 2. So this is just a sector yellow. We're not under a full course yellow. There we go. Okay, cleared itself up. So Alex is on mobile, which I forgot to add mobile controls, so he's probably a little bit screwed. Oh, wait, no, he's not on mobile. I'm so sorry. I was thinking about Matthew. I'm sorry, I know. You were racing an IDK yesterday, I know. Okay, Priscilla, give the position back. Give the position back. Priscilla, give the position back or you're going to get a 1 out of 3. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're good. You can speed up. You can speed up. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I keep getting you and Matthew mixed up. Okay, Varya looking for the lead now. We got a Tesla, a Dodge, and a Tesla. Both of these drivers, I do believe, drive for Angel. Wait, no. No, he does. He still drives for Angel. Okay, Matthew. Okay, that's a 1 out of 3. He just kind of sent it in there, and Bandit getting super lucky off that call. Varya looking for back-to-back wins. Looking to be the first back-to-back winner since Port did it in Season 2. We have had 3 different winners through the first 3 rounds of the season. Everybody goes wide in the final corner. And for the audience, this is kind of going to be the problem corner today because we just could not get the setup to work in that corner for some reason. Everything else is looking okay. think I put way too many resources into making sure the car could go around the technical part of the racetrack, and I kind of neglected the chicane and the final corner. So that is on me for focusing way too much on the first two sectors, and even then, it's still not perfect. Okay, Yima says that Priscilla cut the corner. Although, to be fair, she is dead last, so not like she really did anything. Not like she did anything that would advance her position in the field. And by the way, Priscilla, I think, has finished last in all of her races so far this season. So she is looking to break that curse today. And Yima showed up to the IDK race yesterday, did pretty well in Daytona yesterday. I finished second in that race. Fuck you, Cookie. And Bandit! A legal send down the inside, trying to get to Varia. This is going to be the type of racing we're probably going to see today. These drivers are going to capitalize off of each other's mistakes. Varia didn't even make a mistake. I don't know what happened in that final corner, but Bandit put himself in a really good position. Yeah, but Cookie still won the race, though. That's the thing. I could have beat him. And Varia and Bandit having a good battle, and I'm really impressed by the rookie Roadkill, although I should not be shocked, as Pelican invited him to the league, so a friend of Pelican's is probably at least decent at racing. He's also British, well, and Jamaican, but they're... Okay, Varia, what the hell is that, and why isn't there a CC wall there? Okay, I think I may have accidentally... No, I didn't make it non-collide, because... I don't know what happened to the CC wall. Maybe they just didn't hit it. And the 87 sends it through. We got a crash into the tire barriers. I don't know whether or not I should give Matthew a warning for that. And the 101 is just going to opt to take the drag strip there. Chat, do I give something to the 55, or not the 55, but the 87? Varia, why? You're doing really good in this race, dude. What? Okay, I guess Varia's not gonna win 2 in a row here. 87 is just completely screwed. The 87 is just completely screwed Varia. Okay. Well, the 75 currently into the wall. And Priscilla saying the 48 slammed her into the wall. We need to start watching that backpack, I guess. But Quirt has moved his way up into the top 3 as a result. And Quirt into the wall. That takes the 87 with him. And Varia's going to probably have to hope for a yellow unless she wants to merge. Okay, she's going to merge. So we're going to allow that. We don't usually allow people to merge, but in that situation... Okay, please try not to do the M because they're starting to come down into the first corner now. You can change your laps to 7 if you want. So Bandit, your leader, followed by Quirt, and then Yo Trey, and they're going to be a little bit physical back there. And Roadkill still trying to fight his way back up into that spot as Varia merges back into the field. Also, Varia, you didn't have... Actually, yeah, you did have to go down pit road for that. I think there was a wall there. So she's going to use the curb and to give the position. There you go. Thank you. But she still could have had a good setup for the corner there. As Bandit really liking what he's seeing. Quirt, Varia, and Yotrate battling for these or Matthew battling for these positions here. Remember, Matthew is having some radio issues today, so he is not able to listen to our instructions if something goes wrong. So do not blame him if he doesn't give up a position or something of that order. As Quirk goes wide, Varya's going to take the advantage. And now she'll go wide, and now the 87 is going to be on the bottom. She's going to dump him. Varya, that's a 1 out of 3. 1 out of 34. You get 34 warnings because you're an admin. Uh-oh. What the hell? Why did you stop? Why'd you stop? Go, go, go! You just lost a ton of positions because you gotta brake and turn. You gotta slow down just a little bit more into the corners. As Matthew hits the tire barrier, and so does the 101. This is not good. They were doing so good in practice, learning that final corner, and Bandit not completely secure as he is currently. Yeah, I know. Well, good thing is we're already a third of the way through, and Varya is parking it looks like. That's not gonna look good. Oh no, that's her team anyway, so. So Varya is the first one to DNF. Or unless, no, she's actually changing her car. I apologize. So she's driving the Gatorade Fruit Punch scheme today, which was made by Yima Alex Prime. So he actually made a couple of the schemes that you see in the field today. Oh. She is leaving, okay. As a 75 is currently running away with it. Quirt is second. Or no, he's not second, is he? Yeah, he is. Matthew third. Roadkill fourth. As we're starting to get a little spread out here. Makes me glad we don't have the chicane for this league. I think we tried the chicane last season and it did not work out. But not a very bad race in my opinion. I mean, drivers probably have a different perspective there, but in my opinion, I mean, it's definitely better than I thought it would be so far. We're almost a third of the way through, which means we should be done in give or take 30 minutes. Bandit is going to go through the final corner as Quirt's starting to catch up to him. Bandit has come so close to getting his first win. Okay, Quirt, watch it on the CC, bud. Okay. But Quirt took a win away from Bandit. Okay, Bandit could have won Daytona. That ended up being a scoring error. Forza won that race. Quirt won the second race in Homestead after struggling the entire race. Was able to get a good restart and never looked back. Bandit had a good race in Homestead that day as well. And Quirt is lagging. And that's going to give a chance for the 101. A 39 got pushed there. That was not his fault. So the 87 gets screwed out of that. 87 position back. 87 position back. Okay, thank you. Technically he did, so I didn't even need to type in chat. But they're going to be side by side. They're door banging. This is NASCAR style here. I had a bit of an accent there for a second. Red Bull recently came back to NASCAR in real life with Shane Van Gisbergen and Connor Zilic. Is that Priscilla? No, that is not. That is not the car that I thought it was. Although that being said, Priscilla and Yima are about to get lapped here by Bandit, as only a couple of corners separates the two drivers. And considering the makeup of the tracks here this season, this could be Bandit's league if he can continue the consistency as we head into the road courses. And the 75 goes wide as soon as I say that. Matthew looking for the lead. We're going to go on board with the 87. As Court has also not had a good corner there. Coming into the final corner, Yo Trait trying to get that inside advantage. I'm also watching other drivers here to see, and Court is going to pull off the racetrack. But Priscilla and Alex still battling for that 5th place position. Valuable points here. Matthew still in the back bumper, the 2 rookies. And he'll send it down the inside. That didn't work for him. And that's going to give the advantage there to Roadkill. Roadkill, give it back, give it back, give it back. Okay, that's it. That's the only position you need to give up there. But that was a good opportunity, though, by the 101. By the way, yes, triple-digit numbers are allowed in this league. And they got trouble. This top 3 has got a little bit of trouble. Priscilla and Alex are up there, trying to go wide to get into that corner. It makes me wonder if I probably should have put some asphalt there. With no draft in these cars, it is a little difficult. To get a consistent run, you have to capitalize on mistakes made in the corners. Okay. So I think I'm going to say blue flag Priscilla, blue flag. Let the leaders by, if possible. Or when it's safe to do so, I should probably say. Blue flag Priscilla, blue flag, blue flag. Thank you. Okay, let the 101 by too. So the leaders get by Priscilla safely. I don't think I have to give the blue flag to Alex just yet. I'm sorry for breaking up that battle for 5th, but as we approach the halfway mark of the race, and Bandit got a little slippery there. Yeah, Court needs a yellow for things to go his way here. And the 75, we got pitters. We got pitters. They might have to pit at the end of the race, too. And the 18 is getting a 1 out of 3. Remember, she's on probation today for her stuff in Phoenix. I actually forgot about that. I know it was an accident, Priscilla, but you still ran into the back of him. Okay, that still messed up his pit stop. '87 passing the grass. If that's the case, then 87 I'm probably gonna need. Wait, no, that's okay. Well, you're a lap car anyway. Okay, 87 is pitting. He stayed out, which benefited him. He's trying to stretch it on battery as much as he can. So Yima is also pitting as well. He was trying to get an advantage over Priscilla because she came in with the leaders. And let's see if this works out for Matthew, because they're starting to come around the final corner right now. That might have been a genius fuel strategy for him. Ooh, and the 75 for the first time today hits the barrier. I don't know. I don't think Matthew's going to beat him out of pit road. Let's see how this works here into the corner. That was a really good stop. Okay, the 87 stay out in front of that Red Bull Tesla. Maserati versus Tesla. Okay, and Court is also pitting now. I probably would have made him pit anyway because I think he pulled off to the track for a few laps to reset his router, and he will need a yellow. No, he won't. No, he's fine. He's fine. He doesn't need a yellow. He's good. But although Quirt, when he does come down pit road, he probably will end up being a lap down. But we'll just have to see how that pans out, because who knows what's going to happen here in this race. Priscilla pitted with the leader, so she's still a lap down. And so she will definitely need a caution, and so will Alex. They'll definitely need a yellow here if they want to get back on the lead lap. We are officially halfway through, and Priscilla and Quirt just cut the thing, so warning there to the 18 and the 39. One more of that, we will get a 1 out of 3 for each of you, and the 18 just ran right on through. 2 out of 3 for Priscilla. She's probably going to yell at me for that later. I know she will. She yelled at me after Phoenix when I gave her the probation. And the 39 is pitting. He is the last one that needs to pit, and he overshoots his pit box. .101 still there with the 74. So 101, please watch the corner cut. I know you're trying to get, and that's a 1 out of 3. So Priscilla's sitting at a 2 out of 3. 101 sitting at a 1 out of 3. And is there somebody else? No, Varia had a 1 out of 3, but she quit. Okay, 101, please watch the corner cuts. I know you're trying to get up to Matthew, but please watch the corner cuts. And something happened to Bandit. He just has not had a good couple of corners there, or a good couple of laps in that last corner. And I'm wondering if frustration's starting to set in for the Bulgarian, because he was leading a ton of laps earlier in the race. And now that we're coming down into crunch time, 15 laps to go. By the way, we're going to be slocking the server now as a result. And the Red Bull car finally there. Matthew goes wide. Quarter panel to the 101. This will be legal as long as the 101 doesn't pass there in the grass. 87 made a mistake, and the 101 tried to capitalize. Unfortunately, the setup just works against him there. Yeah, I'm not really sure this is even on the drivers 100%. Definitely a little bit of the setup. Again, worked 3 hours on these cars. Only to... And by the way, Yotre with a 105, and that was a completely legal lap, I think. Okay, Yotre, watch the corner cut there. Oh, Matthew also has a 1 out of 3, too. I forgot. So... there needs to be a system where, like, you can log 1 out of 3s for each driver. That'd be nice. Someone should recommend that to, like, the road racing developers. Or the road racing development community. 101, good corner there so far into the first sector. Portland is a pretty simple track with the exception of that first sector. You know, it's the long back straightaway followed by a regular chicane and then a sweeping right-hander and then a regular backstretch. Really kind of a simple layout once you get out of that first couple of corners. It almost kind of reminds me of Sepang, actually, in a way, as weird as that is to say. The first half of Sepang. Speaking of which, there was a GT World Challenge Asia race at Sepang yesterday. I watched that live last night. Not much of it, but Matthew currently losing a ton of time to the Red Bull of Roadkill / Jub. Yeah, he also managed to convince Angel to sign his buddy Josh, who is currently also signed with the team. He's not racing today, unfortunately. But this could be a chance. The 101 has had a lot of opportunities in this sector. A very good quarter for the Red Bull. Okay. You're going to have to get that position back to the 101. He passed in the grass. He's got to get the position back or he's going to get a 2 out of 3 here. Okay, he's going to get the position back. He's the leader, so he can continue racing there. And the 101 looking to lead the lap. If he can get this final corner correct here, and he drifts his way through. Figured out the secret sauce there. By the way, Bandit is going to be looking to get into that second place spot here as soon as possible. He's finished second a ton here in this league. And this is going to be a bit of a coming out party for the Teslas, because Tesla has been winning some races and they've also been doing super good. What do you mean, what did you do? You passed in the grass. I got it on live stream too. He's probably going to think that I'm rigging it for the 101, isn't he? And Matthew, he's going to try and get revenge! He gets the 101 out of the way, a little bit of contact, just a racing incident and nothing more. Both of them go a little wide, and Bandit is going to have a chance here to get to the lead. This is awesome racing so far here in Portland. Makes you wonder how this track was actually, they were talking back in 2014 that the track might die, but it started to kind of get a bit of a comeback. IndyCar currently races. Formula E held a race in 2024 there. NASCAR Xfinity Series has been racing there lately too. And also hosts a whole host of other events. I'm so glad that it's still around here in northwestern Oregon. And this season 4 Hankook Oregon E-Prix has been so much, or season 3 I meant to say, has been so much better than the season 2 iteration with the block cars. And now it's Tesla versus Maserati. Varia is joined despite the server lock. I think maybe she gets a pass because she's an admin. And sending it down the middle, that was completely legal. The 101 kept it on the pavement the whole time. How did he pull that off? Maybe he is Max Verstappen. Varia, you can help me. Varia, you can probably help me officiate here if you're not going to. Well, you're too late to get back into the race, but yeah, you can definitely help me officiate. I want you to keep an eye on the bottom half of the grid here. Oh, we got trouble! Hard into the wall. The 75 is going to have a chance. Sector caution in Sector 3. Oh, that was just racing there. That was, I don't think, anybody's fault. Quirt, because I already told you what the parameters for a caution were at the beginning of the race. Okay, we're under green flag conditions now. Continue racing if you're going on to that back straightaway. Remember, a flip or the entire field dying in the same corner, which is super unlikely considering how spread out we are right now. We could have the first caution-free race in ERT history. And by the way, we've had, I think now, 3 races in a row where we've had green flag pit stops. I think we had green flag pit stops in Phoenix, didn't we? So this is already a vastly improved league, like literally overnight. We had the bad race at Daytona, and now we're doing good. We're having some good racing. Portland hasn't been the best race in the world. However, that being said, it has been a lot better than last season. Let's put it this way. We've been having some consistent races now, which is awesome for the league, and gives me a lot more confidence to keep the thing alive, so. Bandit taking advantage of the wreck between Matthew and Roadkill, or sorry, do you want to be called Roadkill or do you want to be called Jub? It's up to you. Jub, thank you. Well, how's that pronounced anyway? Is it the way that I'm pronouncing it? Wait until you get to a safe part of the racetrack to answer that. I only have it on the side of your car because that's your username, but oh, I heard tires squealing. Did somebody get out of control there? Okay. The battle between the Georgians. What? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. You both live in Georgia, don't you? Oh, my God. It's a battle between Priscilla and Alex, who Raced in Daytona yesterday at IDK RRA, and yep, Priscilla got caught forcing there. We should probably adopt the IDK rules for the forcing, because you are not allowed to do that. You also can't pass under the line, which should be common sense. Priscilla with the send of a lifetime. That holds up the 48. Varia, that's up to you what you want to call there. But I personally think that that was a racing incident. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I was just about to say, Priscilla is already, I think, at a 2 out of 3, so that would have disqualified her. Bree is gonna fucking leave this league if we keep trolling her like that. One of the founding members, too. She's been here since literally the very beginning. I think she... And I remember in Season 1 when she showed up to Daytona in a blank car because... Oh yeah, Yema's been back there the entire race, Varia. I don't know what happened. Oh, well, that explains a lot. Bandit, on the other hand, is the exact opposite because he has led, I believe, the most laps today. Seven laps to go. We have not been here all that long. How long? We've been streaming for 36 minutes. Finally have my computer back, by the way, for those who are watching. So, finally got my computer back. It was actually not my motherboard. It was actually a faulty RAM stick that was wrong with my computer. So, yay. Oh, the 75 does not have a good corner. If anybody wins this race, it's either going to be Matthew, Bandit, or Jub. Although Jub is a little bit back there. Oh, two? You mean 1 out of 3? Yeah, definitely do that, because we have a lot of people still using the grass. Some of them, though, get tight into that final corner, and they don't have a choice. The 75 into the wall still keeps the lead for now, but Matthew's going to take advantage. Going on a hard charge down the start-finish straight. Oh, my God. Imagine if that was the finish. Probably will end up being the finish. I have a feeling. It's going to come down to the very last corner, and 75 goes wide. Matthew going to take advantage. He'll go down the inside. He'll take the lead. New leader, 87. And the 101, the only single-digit driver the only triple-digit driver in the field, looking for that first place spot. This is your battle for first, and that might not have worked out very well for the 75. 3 wide. Oh my good God. They are 3 wide down the back straightaway, and I got a screenshot of that. Oh my God. This is good racing here today. And the 87 gets boosted. 101 gets a 1 out of 3 by the official, and the 75 just dumped the 87. Varia, whatever you want to do there without getting tagged, I guess. Bandit gets a 1 out of 3. So you can't blame me for that. I guess Varia's keeping track of the front row. I might as well keep track of the 48 and the 18. And Quirt is back there. He is 4th. And yep, Quirt is using the grass. And the 18 bumps the 48 into the grass there. He didn't have a choice but to go into the grass that time. 18 driving super aggressive, trying to get out of last. I think these two are driving for position here. 18, you did not need to give that position back, but I don't know if that was just a car glitch or something. Oh, and Quir is getting out of control back there. I don't know, should we call a blue flag here for the 39? He's really close to getting lapped. Yep, and he will get out of the way, and that is a three-car battle for the lead. This is a Max Verstappen moment right now for I am so sorry for Jub. Seems like Max Verstappen's been trailing behind in 3rd every race these days. McLaren superiority. My childhood team is, again, good in Formula 1. The 101, he's been taking advantage of everybody's mistakes. 4 laps to go, 48 and 18, blue flag, blue flag, blue flag, blue flag. Pull off when you can. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, guys. Please get out of the way. You guys are like NR... Like, has anybody ever played NR 2003 and run into lap traffic? You know those fuckers do not move out of the way. Okay, what did Priscilla do this time? Ooh, the 101 goes on a bit of a curb hop. Ooh, shit. So right now, I think everybody and their mother has a 1 out of 3 right now at least. And the 75 is pitting. This is going to be interesting. Remember Matthew's fuel strategy from the last pit stop. He came in a lap after the leaders came in. What is he going to do this time? That's the reason. That's one of the reasons why he's in this position in the first place. 101, watch the grass, because he had a later later battery stop than everybody else. I keep saying fuel like this is like a gas motorsport. I keep forgetting this is an electric league sometimes. But this is going to be very interesting to see, because it's going to be very interesting to see what the fuel strategy is. Is he going to stay out? Is he going to stay out and try to win the race with Jubb behind him, or is Jubb going to stay out? There's so many things here. Battery strategy is going to go into play here. This is going to cut it close here, though. If they don't pit, just judging by I think you lose 5% each lap. Okay, 101 did let off the gas there in the yeah, Jubb's already got a 1 out of 3 too, so that means he is at a 2 out of 3 now. Yeah, he did let off, Varia. He did let off. I saw it. I'm actually watching him because... But anyway, speaking of Jubb, he's into pit road. Yo-Trait in the lead. This is what he did on his last fuel run, or battery run. I don't know. I'm just going to say pit run, or pit stop. But the 87, miles ahead of the leader here, or miles ahead of second, I should say. Bandit is 29 seconds back from the leader. On paper, this would be a boring race if it was in real life. However, the battery strategy is making things extremely interesting. Is Yo-Trait going to pit now? And if he does, you know, he's probably going to hold on to the lead once he cycles out. I would definitely pit if I'm the 87. He can't hear me right now, so that's even better. Is the 87 going to pit? No, he's going to stay out. 1 lap to go, presented by Hankook. He's looking for his first win in the Electric Racing Tour, and he might get it here in Oregon if he can continue to hold on to that lead. The battery strategy here, will it play out here for the 87? Does he have enough charge to make it to the checkered? This is like Pocono, literally like Pocono. It's just a battery. It's just, if you ever watch a Pocono or a New Hampshire race, it's just fuel strategy. This is exactly what's going on here. Well, not exactly. Battery rather than fuel, but you get the point. Right now, the 87, the 75, and the 101 are the only ones on the lead lap. Everybody else is at least 1 lap down. Alex and Priscilla are the only ones really racing for position. Not been a great day if Priscilla, or if Varia didn't leave the race. She would have finished last. But here they go, coming off the final corner. He has done it. The battery holds up. And Matthew is going to get his first win. He's an ERT Hankook E-Cup Series winner at Portland. He holds on with his battery. Bandit is miles behind the Red Bull, he's miles ahead, actually. So the only one in his front there is Priscilla. The 75, again, playing bridesmaid. He has had such a great race. He's been up there the entire day, and so has Jubb. And that is going to end his race. And Matthew just said his battery saver is on. He has run out of battery. And not a bad debut for Jubb. Got signed by Angel Perez to Angel Motorsport to Angelic Racing, I meant to say. And that Red Bull Tesla is going to come home on podium. And Priscilla ran out of battery at the line. Matthew, I don't know if you know how this thing works, but we are going to have you go to victory lane. I will respawn your car because you did run out of battery, but oh my good lord, guys. Was that one of the best finishes in ERT history, just like based on like he ran out of battery literally like after crossing the line. On paper, that was a bad finish because Bandit finished 34 seconds back. That's got to be one of the biggest gaps in ERT history, but what do you want, Bree? Why do you want to be brung? So I'm gonna TP Matthew. And that is going to probably end up being, because Forza did lap the field once, but that was at Martinsville. That's the only caveat there. So what car is the... Okay, 87. So Matthew, congratulations, buddy. You are an ERT Hankook E-Cup Series winner. Please don't kill anybody. And look at that, the handcrafted wooden trophy made by Oregon Lumberjacks. 87, you can stand on the victory lane, please. Thank you, so I can get your photo. There you go. He acts like he's never won a race before. But there you go. 3, 2, 1, picture. Matthew, aka Yo Trait, driving the car by the driver that was banned. Technically wins Maserati's first race. However, that being said, he will not be written down as a Maserati. So that is going to probably end up being a different driver that will get that win for Maserati. However, wow, wow. That's just, I don't know what else to say. That was just absolutely fantastic, and Varia just killed me. So, with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to the ERT Hankook E-Cup Series on Perez Motorsports Network. Matthew will win his first ever race in the ERT Hankook E-Cup Series, and we'll see you next week. The next race will be at, I think we are going to, we are going to Rockingham next week. So we're going back to oval racing next week. That Bandit's still looking for that first win. We got a lot of storylines heading into next week's race. That being said, please thank you for tuning into today's race.